Hello to all of you beautiful, gorgeous human beings watching today's video. I am back with Lauren. Yay! Cody, add the applause sound effect. And today we are going to try fake Molly. And it's Lauren's first time trying this elusive compound that's not so elusive. And Lauren, why are we trying this today?
Well,
No, for drug safety and science.
Science.
Yeah, get it right, goddammit. Straight up, there has been an explosion of fake MDMA use all over Europe. In fact, it's gotten so bad that people are reporting doses anywhere from 1 gram to 2 grams in an evening. I don't know why she's coughing, which is exceedingly dangerous. The standard dose of something like this is 150 to 300 maximum milligrams. And when you see people taking 1 gram to 2 grams in an evening, obviously not all at once, because that could probably kill you, these guys are in for debilitating come downs and straight up addiction. And I don't want to see that. This is how you get one of these gray area, legal in many places substances banned immediately. So technically what 3-MMC is a cathinone compound. Cathinones have amphetamine backbones, and the marked difference between them and something like traditional MDMA is they have a much less affinity for the serotonin receptor site, meaning it's going to release a lot of dopamine, norepinephrine. The lack of serotonin is part of the reason why it's so addictive, because it doesn't have the same massive come down as MDMA. People can use it in some really up scenarios day after day. I've read of people, functional addicts, who have taken things like 3-MMC every day at work. They think it makes them more productive and happier at work. So they're using it like an Adderall replacement.
So what are the negative benefits of taking
negative
it
benefits?
What are the negative side effects of taking something like that every day, like on your body?
Oh, it's gonna have extreme strain on your organs. The biggest thing, I mean, for me that I've experienced from stimulants is memory.
Okay.
If you take it frequently, like you know that feeling when you're holding your keys but you're looking for your keys? I've used that example before. It's like that. And we don't know what the long-term damage is gonna be of something like this, because technically, again, this is legal in many places still, gray area legal, meaning you can't legally sell it for consumption, but you can sell it on research company websites as long as it's stated it's not for human use. But the problem with these RCs is they have not been thoroughly studied, so we don't know the long-term damage.
And you said that this has been used in therapy sessions as well?
It is currently being explored as a therapy substitute to MDMA. And why some therapists prefer it over MDMA is because it's less touchy-feely.
Okay.
So in a therapy setting, you don't really want your client feeling you and hugging you. So it offers all of the enhanced sharing and truth serum-like effects of MDMA minus the tactile.
Yes. Right, okay.
Yeah, so it really, what therapists like about it is it promotes sharing. So this is not really a bad compound. I mean, there's really no good or bad drugs. It's all about how you use them. Any drug can be used in a debilitating way or in a positive way. It's about the intent you bring into it. So I don't want to paint a picture of this as something negative. I just want to say that it needs more research. Currently, we've seen studies on animals. There's really no human trials. It's being explored in underground therapy, which is amazing. I love seeing that. But what's going to really put a nasty blanket over top of all the positives is people in Europe taking monster doses and potentially overdosing. And that's going to paint it with a really bad brush. And if we want to see compounds like this emerge as new therapy treatments, we want to treat them with respect. So hopefully in this video, what we're going to show you guys is, well, Lauren's tried MDMA, so she's going to highlight the differences between this and MDMA. A lot of people want to know, like, how do I know if I have fake Molly? So we're going to tell you how you know if you have fake Molly, and we're going to, explore the effects when it's used in very safe, average to modest doses. And if you guys are wondering, how do I know if I have fake Molly? Well, you need these glorious, add that whoa, effect test kits. And you can pick these up with the link in the video description. The only way to safely take drugs is to not fucking take them. Abstinence is the only way. Ideally, don't take anything. But if you are going to ignore my advice, at least heed these words. You must test everything before you ingest it. So basically what this is a form of science. You put a drop of this on there, it creates a color reaction, and depending on what it changes to or doesn't change to, you can use the process of an elimination to determine what you have. For example, if, say, you thought you had MDMA, you would start off with Marquis. This is always the one you start off with, because if you put Marquis on powder that's MDMA, it'll fizzle and turn black. But if you put it on, say, a cathinone called methylone, it'll turn yellow. But if you put it on this other cathinone called 3-MMC, it'll have no reaction. And by using all of these, you can actually get an answer as to what you have. And we're gonna just jump right into this.
Science.
This is the science.
This is the science. This is science.
Yes, science.
Science, baby. Now, before we do jump into the science portion of this video, we gotta give you a quick message from this video's sponsor. This video is graciously sponsored by none other than Surfshark. What Surfshark is a VPN provider. Basically, when you're surfing the web, your internet provider can see everything you're doing. So if you're looking at taboo content like my videos and you're learning about 3MC/fake Molly, your internet provider sees all of this. Unless, of course, you hide behind the veil of a VPN, which will keep all of your information anonymous. I highly advise everybody watching to use a VPN. And if you sign up today, you're gonna get 83% off and an extra 3 months, which as far as I know, is presently the best deal for a VPN on the market. Another added bonus that you get is if you're using Hulu or Netflix, you can change your location, which will sometimes unlock a whole bunch of new videos to watch. And if you're a connoisseur like I am, in those evenings I love to cuddle up and just watch a good movie, or these days they're all shit movies, you can get more shit movies available to watch by changing your location, which is largely what I use things like Surfshark for, because we all know it's good for us to keep consuming this garbage. It's no wonder they keep releasing it, because we keep watching it. Like Avatar 2, don't even get me started on that. Waited 10 years to be utterly disappointed. It feels like it was written by a 10-year-old. Anyway, if you enjoy my content, I would highly advise you head on over to Surfshark. In supporting Surfshark, you also support me because they are more likely to sponsor future videos. Follow the link in my video description to sign up today. And now let's get back to the science portion of this video. Cheers.
Science.
Yes, science!
Science, baby. And so first we're gonna start with the marquee reagent, and we are looking for either a slight yellow or nothing.
Yep.
Science, baby. Nothing happened. Now, sometimes you have to wait 1 to 3 minutes around that for the reaction to occur. So this might actually change as time goes on, but from what I can see, it looks like it had 0 reaction. And now we're going to move on to the Freud, and again, we should see nothing happen. Oh, okay, I knocked the whole pile aside, but I see some specks of that bad boy in there. And oh baby, what do we got? What do we got? What do we got? We got a good old fat fucking nothing. So now we're gonna move on to mech, and once more, nothing should happen, man. It's a little confusing because each one of these reagents starts off with its own slight hue. So it's not like they're clear from the get-go, so just keep that in mind. But there's no color change occurring there. And finally, let's move on to mandolin, which should have a yellow to orange. And it doesn't help that it starts off yellow, as you'll see in a minute. Whoops. Okay, just ignore that drop. And yep, I'm seeing orange.
Wow, look at that.
Finally a color change. So this is confirming to us, at least with this test so far, because we were expecting nothing with all these and we got nothing, and we were expecting an orange with this guy and we got orange. So far it's looking pretty good that we have real, fake Molly. Finally the Liberman, and once again, and yellow to orange is what we're looking for. Wow, it's like they're all just missing the pile. Let's just try to like pour it over into it. Okay, there we go, it's changing.
Here we go, yeah.
Looks like it's turning orange, and we got yellow orange over there. This is actually that one that fell in there, just to be clear. So the others are nothing, and we're good to go. We have real 3MC. Yeah, time for the exciting part of the video, the human testing. To be as accurate as possible, before we drink this, we are going to do a blood pressure test.
Oh, yes.
All right, so we're gonna check my resting heart rate, blood pressure, all that jazz. Wow, look at that's so high. Why is, okay, I'm gonna do that again. Well, I mean, that's better, 90 is better. So I'm a little nervous right now. So this is not what you wanna see. I'm starting off at 91 over 139. Pulse is 67. Generally my pulse, according to my Apple Watch, it's averaged 54 or 60 today. These stats are a little high. But yeah, these are my results. I'm not the best looking stats right now. And Lauren's 128 over 73 with pretty much the same pulse as me. Really, you want to do 3 to average it out, but I think this is okay. Now, what we're going to do is, if you are watching this video on YouTube, then we're going to continue on and we're just going to play a charade, a charade, and a facade. And we shall act out the effects, and we're going to pretend that we consumed something. But just so you guys know, this is all an act. We're not actually taking anything. And we're going to be washing down our nothingness with vegan eggnog to eliminate the taste.
I want to know why it's slightly green.
Maybe it's rotten.
No, it smells good.
Right. Are you nervous?
At this point, I am not nervous, no. I'm interested to compare, contrast. I have high hopes for this one. Okay. Uh-oh.
That was not bad.
No, it's not good, bud.
Where's our... Pass me the pen. So I don't really have very much to talk about because I honestly feel kind of nervous. Yeah, I feel a little nervous. That's okay. I'll be fine. Adam, you'll be fine. You will be fine.
I think you're definitely gonna be fine. You can handle it. Did you watch the Graham Hancock series on Netflix?
Some of it, I fell asleep. And then it's like, I've already seen so many of his videos. Like,
Yeah.
I've watched all his Joe Rogan 3-hour podcasts.
Probably
so it's
a
like,
couple times.
I
Myself.
knew it all.
Yeah.
I mean, not all of it. There
Not
was
all,
some new
yeah.
stuff. So what do you like about Graham Hancock?
I've always been fascinated with ancient world stuff. What do you like about it? What
His
did
hair.
you?
His hair.
His hair.
I like his hair. I don't understand men who don't just shave it. I mean, I'm clearly biased because I've been shaving since I was 22. But, you know, when you're going bald, just shave it off, man. It looks so much better. It looks cleaner. And maybe he would look worse without it. I mean, who am I to say?
Maybe he's just really low maintenance and he doesn't even think about it. He's
Yeah, it
got
does
too
take
much-
some maintenance to shave it. Generally, I shave it once a week because
Yeah.
I'm fucking lazy.
Yeah.
By the end of it, like, it's pretty long.
Yeah.
And, like, you can just see the whole, like,
Yeah, the little-
circle. It's just
halo.
like, yeah, it's just gone. You know what's interesting? When I was a teenager, I was so self-conscious of my skin, and the funny thing is my skin wasn't bad.
Yeah.
But I was so self-conscious,
Yeah.
I went to a bodybuilding website.
Right.
Because they sell steroids, and when you take steroids, what do you get?
Acne.
Acne.
Yeah.
So they sell isotretinoin is the name of the compound. It was actually my first experience with the drug. And I think the highest dose was like, it might have been 80. And it was like, only take 80 milligrams a day if you have the worst acne. But being a stupid teenager, I was like, I want my acne gone right away. So I started at 80. And I shit you not, 2 months into taking it, and you're only supposed to take it for I think a maximum of 2 or 3 months. And I took it for like 6 months. In the shower, I would just do this.
Oh,
And it would
God,
just,
yeah.
it would never stop. And I'd be
Yeah.
like, Adam, stop doing it. All the hairdressers would always comment like, wow, you have such thick hair. They would take those trimmer things and they always thin it out because it was so thick.
Mm-hmm. Right.
So I never imagined, like when I read the effects of Accutane could cause hair loss, I was like, well, my hair is so thick. I don't have to
Yeah.
worry about that. A year after taking it, I was like bald.
Mm.
So here's the thing. I probably would have gone bald no matter what, but I think it sped it up. Are you feeling it? Because I am. It's been 15 minutes. And I can feel it in the sense I'm starting to talk more, and I can feel a lightness and a tingling in my chest.
Yeah, I'm thinking I'm starting to feel a little bit.
My watch says my heart rate is up to 110. Jesus Christ, that's fast. Generally, my heart rate will hit 130 on this. Here's what I was
Same.
getting to with my story.
Yeah.
I was thinking, because I had a very young face too, and it looked so weird on me. And I remember thinking, I can't wait until I get older
Right.
when being bald doesn't look bad. And now I'm at an age where I actually like it.
Yeah.
But it took like over a decade, and now it's like, oh, I think I look good.
You know, here's the thing about it though. That's still a lot to go through. Like losing your hair is significant.
And I loved my hair. Oh, it made me so... It's funny, now I don't care. It's amazing, like, you can stop caring.
I've been, well, I mean, I told you I've been
And
losing
you're
my
losing
hair
your
from
hair.
COVID, right?
Oh, no.
Because was sick back in June or whatever it was, and I'm still just like pulling out like lots of hair.
Do you notice it looks thinner?
It doesn't look thinner, but it looks like duller.
Oh.
It's not as shiny, and like my waves are just like flattening out. But I started taking collagen and biotin and some other, like some really nice high quality hair and nail vitamins and stuff.
Here I was like, oh, this isn't a high enough dose to feel it. And no, I'm feeling something, man.
I'm starting to feel like a warmth, not like a physical warmth, but an emotional warmth.
Is that a good feeling or
Yes.
a bad feeling?
No, it's a good feeling. It's like I am beginning to feel more open. I'm feeling it in my heart space.
I am getting chilled.
I feel a little hungry. Oh, I can show you my agates. So I have this cool box that my friend made, and it's got an agate on it. So I figured, why not put my agates in it? As I understand it, agates are like rocks or like material that's been under volcanic heat and pressure. They kind of look like almost like glass, like a piece of glass, but because the light shines through them. So like when you pick them up on the beach, we always like look at them in the sunlight because the light passes right through them. They're like this size. They're like little guys. These are my biggest ones that I've found. That's a beast, but it's not super pretty. But it's like.
I think this one's pretty.
You should have this one. That's a cool one. It's got cool texture on it.
You're giving me one?
Yeah.
Oh, thank you.
You like this kind of stuff. I know you appreciate these kind of things. Rocks and fossils and stuff.
Did I ever tell you I have some dinosaur bones? This one broke, but this is the best one. So this is an actual dinosaur bone.
Oh my God, this is cool.
And this is from the jaw of a Chasmosaurus.
Chasmosaurus.
Is what they said. So it looks, Chasmosaurus is a member of the Triceratops family.
Okay. Top or bottom jaw?
I don't know. Isn't that crazy?
Kind of looks maybe a bottom jaw.
Smell it.
Smells like history.
So this is like millions and millions of years old. This one doesn't look that impressive, but
Look at
this
some cool stuff.
is from the spinal column. I don't know of what kind, but you can see where all the little
Yeah, the little
blood
pitty-
vessels were. Isn't that wild?
Wow.
Well, this one's really cool because look at what happened to this ankle bone. It crystallized. So it's a fossil.
I'm starting to feel it, by the way. I'm starting to get sweaty palms, and I can feel my heart rate accelerating. This is also exciting stuff. I get excited about old dinosaurs. Okay, I'm curious. Let's take a poll. Who as a kid was into dinosaurs? Like, I feel like this was a natural inclination for some people. Like,
I still have the card. It's from the fossil shop. Drumheller, you were right.
yeah. Drumheller, Alberta, man.
Fossil shop.
I was one of those kids, like, I remember in grade 1, I was like, I want to be a paleontologist.
Me too.
And people
Me
were
too.
like, that's a big word for a kid your age. And I was like, I know. I want to be a paleontologist. What do you think? Just a crazy thought. What if there were more people like human type beings around at a crossover point of dinosaurs?
You know, they talk about reptile aliens. How do we know the dinosaurs didn't evolve?
This is what I'm saying.
Into the
What if
reptile
we?
aliens? What if they disappeared because they evolved and then they wanted all the
Yeah.
evidence
What if some divergent beings evolved at the same time? You know what? Okay. Out of the whole Graham Hancock series, this is the stuff that really blows my mind, and I think is really interesting. Is in Turkey, the underground cities.
Oh, those are crazy.
About
How
those
did they
discoveries?
build those?
Why did they build them?
Yeah, why
is
did they
the
build
more
them?
important question. I think this is where we really need to look into astronomy and astrology for the answers, right? Because these are the remnants of the sciences that they were really focused on at the time. I want to make a comment about the experience that we're in right now. Like, I feel like the flow is really good, like for me, like for conversation. Like I can see why this is good for therapy. Because like I feel really open to my own like thoughts, and I feel like thoughts that I've had in my head are coming out more easily. Like I feel like I'm able to articulate myself more openly. Like I feel less hindered by my own mind. I do feel a little of the jaw thingy like I get with MDMA, but not nearly as grindy. This is so smooth, I like to touch it.
We can leave that out.
It feels good to touch right now. For me, there's like a physical feeling when something resonates with me, and like the word resonate, like I don't know if you've ever played an instrument and you're tuning like a guitar and you can feel the resonance, like you can feel the vibration and you can feel when you're in tune, right? That's how the truth feels. It feels like you're in tune. It feels like, ah. Anyways, that's a feeling that you need to trust in your life. I hope I'm in the frame. That's a feeling you really need to trust in your life. You need to trust your intuition. I'm really liking this experience so far because it feels like maybe I don't feel as much euphoria, like oh my God, the love feeling, but I actually do feel like really good in my heart center right now. Like I feel open there and I feel good physically. Like I have absolutely felt no nausea to speak of. I really like whatever this piece is. It feels really good to hold on to. I don't know who you were a part of, Animal, but you got good vibes.
All right, guys, we are an hour and 10 minutes in.
I'm feeling good. I got a little bit of the jaw like tension, but not like grindy.
All right, so I'm at 180 over 117 with a pulse of 124. Holy Moses.
You are up there, buddy.
Okay,
like-
so Lauren's is 122
Over
over
99.
90. Why was mine so crazy high?
Whoa. I mean, I'm definitely higher than I was before. Should I do
Nice.
it a second time?
Sure.
129 over 96.
Pulse of
Not
80.
much difference.
So much lower than me.
We're back. Adam left me unsupervised. I found this amazing headdress and I felt like I needed to share it, you know? Like there's a theme tonight and that's dinosaurs and ancient history. Little Triceratops cape. I want to be a kid again. Ah. PSA, brush your teeth. It feels great. Okay, I could be wildly out of tune. Here we are in the house of sex substance. She got the moon in her eyes. Oh, thank you.
So it has been 5.5 hours. 5.5 long hours, actually. They feel long to me. How about you?
I kind of feel like it went by quick.
Oh.
This feels like it kind of zipped by.
It's interesting how we have different experience.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's felt long. Where are you at right now? Are you back down?
I don't know if I'd say quite baseline, but I'm definitely past the main come down phase.
Yeah, I'm pretty relaxed still though. Mm-hmm. Pretty chill.
Yeah, I feel like after MDMA, like I'm more buzzy. Like my mind is more active. Yeah. No, my mind feels calm.
Yeah, me too. I feel pretty calm. Yeah, pretty relaxed. Like I could probably go to sleep.
So overall, how would you compare this experience to MDMA, let's say on intensity? Like say MDMA is a 10 on intensity, what's this?
A 5, maybe. Well, maybe it's 6 at the most intense part.
So if MDMA is a 10, this is a 6.
At most in terms of like intensity, I would say.
Yeah, like how taken
Yeah.
are you by the effects and the experience?
Yeah, like
Okay.
way less.
So for me, but I have a caveat here, MDMA doesn't presently really affect me very much. Mm-hmm. It could be that I've just been getting really bad MDMA. Or it's just, I have such a tolerance now, like the magic is completely lost on me. This, for me, in terms of how it compares intensity-wise, is pretty much the same. Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah, it's assuming like that the M I've had recently is good, then it's the same, just as intense.
I find MDMA is way more like visually, like
Oh yeah, no, not for
way
me.
more visual stuff
Wow.
with MDMA. It definitely makes colors more intense and stuff. I don't find that this really intensified colors or sounds necessarily.
It's got to be the serotonin difference.
Yeah.
Yeah, serotonin is where all the psychedelics bind to. So MDMA is a 10, this is a 6.
Yeah.
For me, they're about the same. You know what? Let's say a 9. Let's say this is a 9, MDMA is a 10. So it's like, it's almost right there. And how about in like the pleasantness feeling?
Definitely feels pleasant. I would say I feel physically way better than I would after doing MDMA. Like I don't feel depleted.
But how about just like the actual like euphoria?
I definitely felt like, oh, it's over, you know, but like, I don't feel like bad about it. I still feel like lingering good effects.
Yeah, me too. It's lingering. All right, cool. I guess the real question would be if it's going to cause any form of come down in the following days. Only time will tell.